Hello, fellow sim racers. It's Apex Hunter. We are back at the Watkins of Glen. Just kidding, we're not actually back because you haven't seen this on my channel yet, but it's fine. So anyways, here we are for qualifying on NR2003. If you're not aware of it, it's a fantastic simulator. It's basically iRacing physics, but just free. It's like underground. People are working hard to make this realistic. Everything you're looking at here is just modded by people with free time and people who just love to have fun and are just dedicated to this sim, frankly. But anyways, we're about halfway through the lap here. We're on 100% AI with ×2 fuel and wear. It'll be about 23 laps, I think, for this race. So we're just flying down into the second to last corner. It's been a okay lap, really. Clay. I didn't know there's an L in OK, but it's fine. It's fine. Through the last corner we go. A little bit of curb up to the wall. We get really close there. Kind of like Canada, the Montreal F1 track. We crossed the line, and I can tell you that was good enough to put us in position 4 for the race, which is absolutely fantastic. I was very happy about that. We have William Byron in 24, who took pole position. Kevin Harvick is in 2nd, and we are in 4th. We have the 19 next to us. The pace car is about to pull in, and we will start the race for 23 laps here through the New York countryside. I Heart NY, indeed. Pulling up now, waiting on the green flag to drop. Should be any second now. We just want to be ready. So we have a big first gear. Green flag drops. We are away. Trying to stay close to the Busch beer car. We brake. Keselowski getting all up in our business in our rear view mirror. A little bit sideways on the first corner there. We're just trying to keep on the outside. Keep good for momentum. Can we clear the 19 who's on our right side? Yes, we just about squeeze him out there. We have a good run on Kyle Larson in the 42. Can we do anything about that? That's the question. Going down the back straight. We're going to brake hard, and now this section is all about just smashing the curves. Boom, boom. Cars in the air. Having lots of fun. It's great when you get it right, and it's terrible when you get it wrong, that section. You see Kyle Larson gets a mega run out of the carousel there. Nothing we can do there. We go to the helicopter shot to see. We've got about 4 cars behind us. And a little gap to the top 3. We just want to try and hang in there with them. Stick to their draft if we can down the straights, because that's going to be super important. By the way, if you're not aware, as we see a lovely little shot there, I am running a Thrustmaster T300 RS Alcantara edition with the 599XX rim, T3PA Pro Pedals, and a Thrustmaster TH8A Shifter, which makes these upshifts and downshifts super nice, especially when you don't have to use a clutch. Well, here we go, putting it to use, force feedback and all, as we go side by side with Kyle Larson, but we just don't have enough to clear him. Just touch the grass there a little bit. I cannot speak. Up into 4th gear there now. We see William Byron still holding the lead. Kevin Harvick close there, and we are still all over the 42 of Kyle Larson. Oh, a little bit sideways over the curve there. Left side went way airborne. Dive into the carousel on the 2nd lap. We just can't rotate the car like the AI can. They just have so much drive. But we are not going to give up, because the tires will wear and the pace will drop. So it's going to be whoever can manage that the best. And if there's a yellow, it'll be interesting to see how the strategy plays out. We get a lovely little exit here out of the final corner, ending the 2nd lap. We still, we're hanging in there. We're doing okay so far. William Byron doing a great job in the lead. Runs a little wide through turn 1, but is holding it well. Little frame rate drop there, as you do. And you just watch the cars now go up the hill, right and then left. The right's difficult because you don't have the side force, and the left is tricky because the car is set up to go right. So it is quite a compromise to make this car work around what is essentially a road course oval, averaging like 120 miles an hour. It is a fast road course, extremely fast for a stock car. You can see the top 4 We are clearly the class of the field. We have pulled away from everybody else, and we are only 2.5 laps in. So this is the fight here at the front. If we can get close to Kyle Larson, especially on this part of the track, which is where we do have the edge, particularly in the braking zones of that corner, a little bit here, and then especially turn 1. You see how far we run wide, using every inch of the track, all but scraping the wall in an effort to keep forward momentum. You can see how much time we gain on the brakes. Kyle Larson actually runs a little bit wide. We are going to think about a move on the outside. No, we think better of it. Just nothing we can do there. Little four-wheel drift up the right, and we're just doing everything we can just to try and stay with them. We cut now to the end of that lap. We dive, pushing hard. Can we get Kyle Larson? We are on the inside. Can we just about clear him? Yes, we can. We are up into 3rd position. Now, what do we do about Kevin Harvick? We need to keep this momentum up. We're looking at the inside, but Kevin Harvick blocks us. We get hung up on his bumper. We scrape the wall there. We lose all of our drive up the hill. Kyle Larson is going to get us back now. We're side by side towards the bus stop, which only has room for one car. Who's going to brake first? It's going to be us, unfortunately, and we are resigned back to 4th place. Then we go on the grass there, all but in our frustration. Oh, it's so disappointing because it took a while to set up that move, and then a corner later, I just threw it away. There's no real excuse for that. But I digress. We don't give up. We are running quick lap times. As you can see, we're in the 124s, and I did a low 25 in qualifying. So the pace is there. We're all but identical pace, the top 3. We do have the speed. We go down, almost get to the back bumper of the 42. We've got a good run. As we cut away, we're side by side into the S's. Can we make this work? We go sideways big time, making our own tire tracks. Side by side still, can we? No, unfortunately, Kyle Larson just has the edge on us here. Going up the S's, we touch the grass again, doing everything we can to keep the momentum. You can see it's going through the S's, or bus stop, excuse me. That is what the car is doing. It is just pitching back and forth as we just annihilate the curbs. That's what it takes to go fast there. And then here, going absolutely wide, going to Narnia, it feels like. Narnia and back. We dive down now to the inside of Kyle Larson. And can we get it? Yes, we can. Yes. All right. We've got 3rd secured now. We are on the podium. Now, the next target is Kevin Harvick. We've got a big gap, about a 1.5 seconds or so. We cut away to later in the race. We are gaining, definitely only a few car lengths in between now. We gain even more now in the braking zone, as usual here in turn 1. We dip our nose on the inside of the 4 car, side by side again. This is better positioning than we were with Kyle Larson from earlier. Harvick backs out immediately, and that was a very, very easy 2nd place. Thank you very much, Kevin Harvick. But it's not quite over yet, because it looks like he does have a good run up the hill, and look how strong he is in the brake zone of the bus stop, gaining so much time. It's disgusting. And he almost gets to our inside, but we are able to keep him at bay. Yes. Alright. And we beat him out of the corner, so we do retain 2nd position. Now just 1 car to go, and we are the leader, and that is William Byron. He's driven a flawless race so far, but we have the speed right now. We are the fastest car on the track. Apologies for the frame rate there. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on it with OBS. But anyways, another lap down, starting lap 10. Big dive into the turn 1. You saw make our own tire marks there from the rear wheels. We're gaining so much time on William Byron. We get a good run up the hill, but we cut away now to the 20 car of Eric Jones, who looks like he's got a little bit of an issue because the entire field, it feels like, is stacked up behind him. It looks like he's going a little bit slow. Clinton Boyer in the 114 car is all over him. Yep, he definitely has an issue. People are passing him left, right, and center. The 41 car is all over him. He actually makes contact with him. The 20 car is slowing. It's like he's got a engine seize or something, or he's stuck in gear because he can't do anything. He's stuck on the curb. He's right on the exit of the corner, right in the racing line. Austin Dillon makes contact with him. Austin Dillon flips over, and on his side, many things are happening. This is definitely going to trigger a full course yellow, excuse me. I cannot even English today. So now the main thing here at NR2003, when the yellow flag waves, when there's a safety car, as the Europeans would say, or a full course yellow, I cannot speak. Please roast. Please roast me. But anyways, we race back to the line. So this is a very crucial part of the race. We have to get past William Byron because this is important for the pit stop sequence. We're going to make a bold dive bomb down to the inside of the second last corner. He's still there, though. We can't squeeze him out just yet. We're side by side, 1 corner to go before this yellow flag period. We're going to back it up, apex early, get a good run. We're in the slipstream. We pull out. We're side by side. Who's going to get to the line first? And I can confirm that just barely, by 1/100th of a second, we took the lead of this race. And you can see there, it's going to pay dividends because we're the first car that can go to the pits when they open for this sequence to get new tires and fuel, because at this point we definitely have some wear and we definitely need some fuel, that's for sure. William Byron actually stays out along with a good number of cars. I'd say about a third of the field stayed out. So that's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because they still have to stop. There's no way you can go to the end. You absolutely have to stop. We pull into our pits here, bungle it a little bit. We pull up a little short, so we might lose out a little bit. See Kevin Harvick and Kyle Larson in front of us. We add some grill tape on this stop because I could use a little bit more front downforce. You can see the 4 and the 42 only took 2 tires along with everybody else in front of me here. About 6 cars or so only took 2 tires. So we will be the first car with fresh Goodyear tires all the way around, which is very interesting. So you've got the 24 in first, then it's the 19, the 12. You can see us way back there, about like 16 cars deep or so, 16 or 18, give or take. We're behind the 22 of Joey Logano, preparing for the restart now. Just waiting to use our monster first gear, which can be tricky on the restarts, but it sure does help. Coming out of turn 1, the car just launches every single time. But here we go, trying to stay close to the 22, get a good jump, which we do. Green flag waves. We're not allowed to pass to the start-finish line. As a brief yawn there, we're going to gloss over it. As we make a bold dive down 3 or 4 cars, down the inside of Alex Bowman. Doesn't quite work. We've got the 10 car of Eric Almirola side by side with us. Something's got to give into the S's. Look at this field. Oh, it's like a hornet's nest, just cars absolutely everywhere. And there we are, absolutely leadily. Patrick Starr will be so proud of this moment. Big slide there in that corner. Not really meant to be sliding there, but oh well. We are side by side. It's an absolute traffic jam going into the bus stop. You're not supposed to go side by side through here, but we are going to anyways. One car has a little sniff at us. We box them out. There's just nowhere for us to go. We're trying to get past the 10 car. We're side by side. We get hung up on the curb. The car is very unstable. It's all we can do to stay off the 10 car, and that does mean we lose a position, but we're not going to give up because now in the braking zone we let off a little bit, release the brake pressure, try to get underneath the 10 car, but it doesn't quite work because the 1 car now gets on the inside of us, so we have to give him the room, unfortunately, which does compromise our exit. We tap the wall there a little bit. Thankfully, damage is off for this race. Yes, it is. Now, 14 laps in, we're going to tuck behind the 1 car. Actually, give him a little bump there. Now we're 3 wide coming out of turn 1 into the S's, and something's got to give now. We're on the inside of the 1 car. We lose it. 1 car, we touch into the 52, and they both go into the wall. Oh no, scenes, drama, rage, unsubscribe, death threats. Just kidding, they're computers. They're AI. They have no feelings. except for complete rage towards me from the outtakes of this video. This was definitely not the first take of the race. Anyways, I didn't tell you that. We're on the outside of Eric Almirola, the 10 car, and you can tell clearly we have the pace over the AI. We have fresh tires. The question is, how quick can we get to the front? That is the question. We're pushing as hard as we can, but we only have a certain number of laps. So how quick can we catch the cars in front? Some people are pitting under green right now, but those aren't the people we're really concerned about. We're concerned about people like Alex Bowman. How quick can we get past them? We're not going to be able to do anything really here probably, so all we can do is just get as close as we can. We're going to give him a little bit of a bump draft there as we can at the end of the straight. Brake, trying to guess really, because we were so close we had no reference point whatsoever. But we're just going to set this corner up. We're going to back it up, brake a little early so we can get on the power super early. And you look at how this is going to pay off. We are all over the back bumper of the 88 Hendrick car. First time in a while the 88's been in front of somebody, am I right? Ha-ha! Down the inside we go, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. You know the song. We're going to the outside. Somebody is coming in for pits, which is a very weird strategy. It has to be said. But whatever, it goes in our favor. 16 laps in now. We have cycled out to P3, a little bit sideways out of turn 1 there, as you do. Tokyo Drift music playing. And just look at the difference in speed we have right now versus Kyle Larson. We have the speed to win this race. We just have to get past Kyle Larson ASAP, and then we just have to get past Harvick, and we are the leader. Can we do anything into the bus stop? Are we brave? No, we think better of it. You see the left side tires hopping into the air there, then over the curb, which sends us a little bit sideways. Now, our usual trick, backing up the carousel, a little bit of a four-wheel drift on the exit of the corner. We are all over the 42 of the Kyle Larson machine. We pull out yet again, late braking maneuver. We take to the curb, a little bit sideways, and we do secure second position. And at this point, I'm feeling it. I was so hot in the car. I was dripping sweat. All I want to just get past that 4 car. I had just, the red mist was down, and I was raring to go, let me tell you. Into turn 1. Good apex, sideways. Use the power to turn the car. Second gear. Third. Closing, closing, closing so much that we actually have to get out of the throttle. Otherwise, there would have been contact and an inevitable wreck on my end, because that's how it goes in this game. You make contact, you die. AI make contact with you, you die. Just, if you breathe, you die. Welcome to NR2003, where there's no forgiveness. There's no forgiveness for Kevin Harvick either, as we come out of the carousel with a good run, big drive, using every inch of asphalt that is available. We cut to a lovely little camera shot here. We are making the move on the 4 car. We go down to the inside, just kiss the apex, and we do take the lead with 6 laps to go here in Watkins Glen. Now, can we hold it? We have the fresh tires. We have a fantastic handling race car. As you can see, we can put it just where we want it. It's just absolutely fantastic. You can see we're in the 125s. We are at qualifying speed right now. I haven't caught fire like this in the car in a while. It's so nice to be in a car that does exactly what you want. As you can see up the S's, it's just perfect. You know, like on fresh tires, you don't even have to lift up there. That's such as the downforce. And now this is the fastest lap of the race that I turned. I'm going to shut up so you can enjoy it. That lap felt so good, let me tell you. And as you can see on the top left of your screen, it yielded a 126, just miles faster than anything I'd ever done. The first lap I'd had in true clear air, no dirty or anything. We take the white flag now, and we have a 5-second lead, and I'm just cruising. I'm waving at the pretty girls. You know, I'm thinking about, you know, how much champagne I'm gonna have in victory lane. Oh, I wish. I'm not 21, but that's in the future. My fist is pumping in the cockpit. It's been a fantastic race. We crossed the line, and we are the winners here at Watkins Glen. I do hope you enjoyed this. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you feel. I'm Apex Hunter. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.